George, are you ready to show everybody where our new home is?
Before we show you, we want to show you why. Why the hell would we buy where we bought?
What did you say?
I said, Jeremy, I'm a huge fan.
George is out in the parking lot. Look at that. Am I on the naughty list?
In hell for every meeting. And you're gonna bring the police to remove me from this.
I didn't start this war with the neighbors.
But I fully intend on winning.
I have anxiety over the roof, and I can't take this. I can't, sir. I cannot hear you very well. Not at all. I have to hold you up to my ear to hear you. Something is wrong. Can you please check your mic? I do not have perception of time. I don't have perception of date and times. I do not, and my brain does not work that way. My child just fell down. You are not a nice person.
In the swamps of Florida, where the gators roam wild, Dukes of Levy County, they were anything but mild. Moonshine in their blood, the smoke in the air, with their wild eyes blazing, they didn't have a care. Oh, running through the water, falling in the mud, laughing like there's no tomorrow, feeling like a flood. Crazy and so tragic, with the moon up high, it was Lady Fly. Marijuana clouds floating in the breeze, shooting stars and fireflies dancing in the trees. In their beat-up boats, they'd smash and float on a psychedelic ride out of control. No guide. Laughing like there's no tomorrow, feeling like a flood. Ooh, those nights were magic, crazy and so tragic, with the moon up high, Dukes of Lady Flood. Marijuana clouds floating in the breeze, shooting stars and fireflies dancing in the trees. In their beat-up boats, they'd spaz and float on a psychedelic ride out of control. No guide.
That's right. How is everybody doing tonight? Man, oh man, I've had a busy day. It's been just crazy. Good to see you, Heidi. Song of Rain, thank you so much for the email. That was so kind of you. Heidi, good to see you. DK Lucas, how's it going? And oh man, all you fine folks. Yeah. We're gonna do a reaction video. I saw this thing came up a couple of days ago, but I was in the middle of doing so many other things I didn't have a chance to review it. So you guys might have seen it already. I have not seen this yet, so it's gonna be it's definitely gonna be fun. let's kick into it, and we'll see how far we can get through it before I just completely self-incriminate me. Whatever it is. Hey, how's it going, Don McKean? Good to see you. Glad you could make it in. All the fine people that got gift memberships, welcome. I'm glad that once a month it allows me to just throw out some gift memberships, and it's completely random who gets them. I have no say so in that. So, what's it going to be? What's it going to be? Oh, you know what it's going to be. It's going to be the silliness here of LIEnette. Oh my gosh, the deposition. And I've only seen like little bits and pieces of it. Give you 4 minutes before you lose it. I'd be lucky if I don't lose it before then. It's been a long day. Let's get into it.
It's 10:16. You're on the record. Good day, everyone. My name is
10:16.
Jacqueline Maestas, and I will be your court reporter. We are here today for the purposes of recording the video deposition of LIEnette Preston, taken by the respondent in the matter of LIEnette Preston versus Jeremy Bryan Hales, case number 38-2023-DR-000416-DRA in the Circuit Court of the 8th Judicial Circuit in and for Levy County, Florida. Counsel will now state their appearances, beginning with the respondent.
Randall Shockett Law
That's
Group,
glorious.
Florida.
7 hours? That'd be great.
LIEnette Preston, petitioner.
Will the witness now raise their right hand as they swear them under oath? Do you, LIEnette Preston, swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you. You may put your hand down. Counsel, you may
Good
begin.
luck.
Now that LIEnette has voluntarily dismissed this entire case with an injunction against me. Yeah, that's what it says. You can read it as well. Voluntarily dismissed. In other words, Judge Davis didn't hear anything that had to do with this case. She knew she could not win. It makes me wonder what all the people who gave her thousands and thousands, Patty gave her 7,000, Paul gave her 3,000. I mean, there were people who gave as little as $5, but that could be the amount of thousands of dollars. How they feel when she begged and pleaded for money for legal fees, and yet then went into the court and dismissed it, knowing she couldn't win. If it was me, I'd feel like I just got duped. I got conned. I got scammed. Somebody stole from me. You see, when you give somebody money and you tell them you're going to do something with that money, but then you back out and don't do it, those people typically feel pretty stolen from. But this case is done. It's gone. It's over. So now I'm going to show the full 7 hours deposition of LIEnette Preston. And by the way, even the judge couldn't wrap his head around all of her names in court.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning, Ms. Preston. Ms. Preston, is anyone in the room with you?
Nope.
Can you show your camera around the room and sweep it, please, to ensure there's nobody there?
No, I won't. There's no one in the room, and I'm not going to show you my ex-husband's living quarters.
Oh, you should.
Where are you?
In my camper. My daughter is in the other room playing on the bed. There's nobody here. John Cook is not here.
Let the record reflect. We just heard a male voice. Ma'am, we're going to get started. If we hear
there is a TV on in the other room for the child. There is no male in this camper.
We're going to set
not a single letter.
You're being video recorded. And I want to explain to you. Have you ever given a deposition before?
No, I haven't. But you just basically called me a liar. So there is nobody here.
Yeah, you're a liar.
I asked you a question, and I'm going to be asking you a series of questions today. A deposition is a court proceeding. I'm going to be asking you a series of questions, and you're required to answer those questions to which you've just given an oath to tell the truth. You understand that you've just given an oath, correct?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So even though you're in your ex-husband's camper and not before Judge Thomas in a courtroom, the answers you're giving today are still subject to the same penalties of perjury as if we were in Judge Thomas's courtroom. Do you understand that?
I understand it very well.
Good, I'm glad. So to make sure you don't give an answer that's later going to be challenged,
I'll
I need
plead
to
the
keep you-
fifth.
Excuse me?
I'll make sure
You
I
can't
don't
do
give any
that.
answers that won't be challenged because I will plead the fifth. It's my
No,
right.
that's no, 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 no. You can't do that. You're the petitioner here. Like, no, you dumbass. That's just like saying, "Oh, I'm not going to answer that question." No, you. Okay, let's go.
Ma'am, you're pleading the fifth to this, to what I'm asking you right now?
No, I was,
understand.
never mind. I'm responding. Never mind.
Okay. Well,
Thank
if
you,
I
sir.
ask you a question, listen, nobody's going to, if you, okay, let's just start from the beginning with this. I want to make sure you understand my questions. Okay. So if I ask you a
Good
question
evening,
and you
Teresa.
don't understand it,
Oh, everybody, tomorrow, we start in on book 2 of Teresa Finn's book of the Wolf Pack. Book 2 starts tomorrow night, 8 p.m. And if you haven't seen the live readings of these books, got Ballstorm, Dictionary Diva, Kaiser Pineapple. I have a story. Welsh Lady Reads. It gets crazy. It gets so crazy. Make sure you come by tomorrow. Oh, it's going to be good. It's just you start counting. Yay, Teresa! It'll be a blast. It'll be a blast. We're gonna have a good time tomorrow. Fifth. I plead the fifth. No, you can't do that.
just ask me and I'll rephrase it to the point where I'll say, do you understand the question? And then you can answer. But if you
Yes, sir.
don't, thank you.
Oh,
If you
that's so
don't do
good,
that,
Teresa.
everyone's going to
Love
assume
it.
that you understood the question because you answered it without asking for an explanation. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And if you need to take a break,
Oh, that's
It's
just
fine,
that's so
as long as there's no
disgusting.
pending
Don't suck
question.
on your straw like that.
you can
it's
take
like-
you can take
no.
breaks. We're going to be here quite a while.
No, don't do
All
that.
Let's
No.
get started. And to the court reporter, I have a lot of exhibits which
Hello, Belinda Rogers, calling from Rochester, Texas. Don't know where Rochester, Texas is, but sounds like it's a fun place. If you're there, Belinda, it's got to be a blast. Oh, awesome.
we will number here, but at the end of the deposition, I will email them to you.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Will I be getting copies of these exhibits as well?
You will be getting copies if you. Okay. So another thing, we went to
Not
this in court
online.
the other day.
It shouldn't be just like
When this deposition is complete, a transcript,
It's like, oh my
court reporter, we are going to rush this. You need to have this available as soon as possible to the court reporter, but no later than 3 days from now, because she has until the 23rd to review the transcript and,
Hey,
and fill out
Debbie,
any
good to
errata
see
sheets
you.
if she needs to.
So,
So,
fine. By the end of
hey,
today,
ma'am,
I
listen, when
will-
I'm speaking, ma'am, please don't interrupt. You're
Okay.
the witness. You're a witness here.
hey.
Okay. So I won't interrupt you. I promise. And if I do, you tell me. I will let you speak, but you don't interrupt me. But if I ask you a yes or no question, generally speaking, there's no need, and this happened in court as well. If the answer is yes or no, there's no need to have additional language. Just
Hello
wait for a
from
follow-up
St. Louis,
question once you get the
Missouri.
answer to yes or
My
no.
oh my.
Okay?
Sir.
Welcome.
All right. Okay. So now we're going to
Seems to be
proceed. So I want to share my screen with you.
I don't have enough alcohol for that. I really don't. I'm gonna have good enough drinking stream during the debates on Tuesday. Oh, that's gonna be insane. That's gonna be so much fun. Good morning, Sandra Marinik. How you doing? Welcome from Australia. Awesome. Love it. Love it. Got folks from all over the world coming in. This is beautiful.
You. Make sure you can see this. Can
Why?
you see
Why
this?
is she? Why did she just set the camera
Yes.
in one place?
Okay.
Sort of. I can't read it, but I can see it.
Well, you should be able to read it too. Tell me if you can read it now.
No, sir, I cannot.
Madam Court
Barely
reporter,
make it out.
to the court reporter, can you see this?
Yes, I can.
Ma'am, can you see this?
I can see the paper. I can see some of
Yes,
the
she
words.
is.
I can make out some of it. Yes.
Okay, good. Let me ask you, are you taking any medications right now which would affect your ability to tell the truth?
No.
Do you take any medications at all?
It's just like asking a habitual liar, do you lie? And they go, no. It's like, what kind of meds is she on? I don't know. We'll find out. She starts, hey, Tim Fox, good to see you. Oh my God. Oh, this is so crazy. That's such a bad pause right there. I mean, oh, that's so awful.
I'm pleading the fifth. It's none of your business.
You're
No, if you're on drugs, lady, if you are incapacitated, if you've been drinking, riding the dragon, whatever it is that you're doing, if you're doing any of that stuff, you're supposed to. You can't plead the fifth on that, you dummy. Why do you think it's going to incriminate you? Well, I mean, I guess if you're like high as a kite, but
you're pleading the fifth if you take any medications. Okay, that's
Right.
fine.
It's my
Okay.
right.
And
No,
you,
it's
when you
not.
say you're pleading the fifth, you mean the Fifth Amendment to the United States Constitution, the right to avoid self-incrimination. Is that correct?
Exactly. You can twist and turn whatever I say into whatever you
Ma'am,
want. So
Ma'am,
yes.
again, we just had the first example. I said to you word for word to see if I understood what you were saying. You said, I said, correct. You said yes. And then you kept talking. There's no need for that. Okay. I
Excuse
just
me.
want to make sure you understand when you say you're pleading the fifth, that we're using the same language. In other words, we have the same
if you're pleading the fifth, shut the F up. It's as simple as that. You don't say anything. Oh, geez. Oh my God.
dictionaries. So you don't have to say the Fifth Amendment every time. If you want to say, I take the fifth, or just say the fifth, that works as well. Okay, ma'am, are you watching? Are you talking to somebody?
I'm looking at my child to make sure that she's not getting into anything she shouldn't be. I don't have daycare. She's special needs. Go
Okay,
to the bed. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. So
so much
we
with
have
the shutting up. Yeah. Good luck.
you took the fifth to that last question about medication. That's okay. Let's proceed here.
That's
So,
good
ma'am, this is a motion that was filed on December 18th, 2023 with the Levy clerk at 1:13 p.m. Do you recognize this?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Did you write this motion?
Yes, sir.
And I want
It's like you
realize I'm
wrote.
a newer attorney on
That's
this
so
case, so I may
right.
ask you some things that were
Right,
covered before.
right.
And please excuse me for that. I tried to catch up by watching your first hearing, and I don't know. I may have missed something.
Like, I like
so much
catch
was
up.
being said. I apologize. I did watch the hearing.
Need to tooth.
though, okay, I watched it, so I may have some questions about it. So you've done a lot of filings in this case. Is that fair to say?
Ah, I bet he is.
Yes.
Okay. Can you explain when you go in, does anyone tell you what to write on these pleadings?
No.
All right. And are you given a blank motion, for example, like in this, and this is exhibit 1, this is response.
Yes.
Okay. So everything is that, see this filed stamp? You didn't do that, right?
No.
But
Yep.
everything else here, all this writing is yours, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Now you filed this motion December 18th, and it was a motion to continue deposition asked for by
probably will.
Mr. Hale's counsel. Is that me?
Not yet.
So was either you or the other one. I don't know.
Well, ma'am, you wrote this. I'm asking you what you meant.
I was given notice that you wanted a deposition done. I couldn't change my doctor's appointment, so I wrote the motion asking for it to be changed. Yes,
Okay. And when you say it, you meant your deposition, right?
yes,
And the one we're having right now, correct?
yes,
All right. So when you said Mr. Hale's counsel, you meant me, right?
sure, yes.
All right. Then you wrote, as
Okay.
we can't make it that day due to doctor's appointment. So ma'am, who's we?
It was John Cook and I. It was a deposition on both of us.
Oh, so you knew about both depositions, correct?
Exactly, yes. Sorry.
And you told Judge Thomas under oath that you didn't get notice of your deposition, right?
I did not say that. No,
Oh,
Okay.
it won't be
Well,
long.
If you did
Won't
say
be
it, that
long,
would be a false
Teresa.
statement, wouldn't it?
yes, but I did get notice of it. And I
Okay.
never said I didn't. That's a lie.
Okay. All right. And so who had the,
That's
you said
awesome.
doctor, and also you said doctor appointments, correct?
I had a doctor's appointment. Yes. If I said appointments,
She
I'm
had to
not
get rid
always
of the.
perfect with my writing and my speaking. I'm sorry.
You're,
Okay. So you
you're
wrote
not
appointments,
perfect.
but you only meant a
Okay.
single appointment, right?
I had a doctor's appointment that couldn't be changed.
And that was for what day?
Yeah.
That was
Okay.
for whatever day is on the paper, the day of the deposition.
Well, it says right here. Can you see it? I can't make it December 21st. Is that the
Right.
day?
It was the 21st. Yes, I barely can read that writing. I'm sorry. I need new glasses. And that's there. Now I can read it.
All right. So 186% on it, right?
December 21st, I had a doctor's appointment that I could not change.
Yes, you can.
I know. So tell us, ma'am, what's the name of the doctor you had the appointment with on December 21st?
I don't feel you have the right to know that under HIPAA violation.
What?
Ma'am,
I
it's
plead
not
the
a
fifth.
HIPAA violation. It's not a HIPAA violation to give the name of your doctor, especially when you're using it.
No,
to the
it's
court.
not.
The judge ordered you to verify everything you said. I'm here to verify with you. I'm giving you an opportunity.
Yeah, this is not a HIPAA violation. If you're saying what's the name of your doctor, that is not a HIPAA violation. A HIPAA violation, it's really weird, but a HIPAA violation would be if I went into your doctor's office as an attorney and as your attorney and disclosed what information the doctor told me, that would be a HIPAA violation. But the doctor can totally say, yeah, I mean, she's got X, Y, or Z. And you know, that this is you know, the treatment, we can't talk about that. But you know, these are things that, you know, are public information. There's certain things are public. He doesn't know what a HIPAA violation is. Oh my God, this is so bad.
Opportunity to verify this with the judge. So what is the name of the doctor so we can verify this with the doctor?
Yeah, medical records patient info.
You know what? I've got pending attorney today. I have pending representation today. So I'm asking for a continuance so that my lawyer that I have hired can be involved in this, that I'm hiring.
Did you,
That you're
you just said two?
Wait, no, there's a difference between an attorney that you're hiring and an attorney that you've hired. Because if you hired an attorney, then you have representation there. Simple as that. Either you do or you don't. If they're not there, that is on you. What the hell? Your doctor's practice is primarily for drug addiction patients. Oh, what time? Tomorrow will be 8 p.m. Eastern, tomorrow night. And it will be off the rails. I mean, if you think this stuff is funny, just wait until it gets spicy. If you haven't been around for the Sunday Spice with Dictionary Diva Volstorm, Welsh Lady Reads, I Have a Story, and Kaiser Pineapple, ooh, we get spicy. Oh, we get so spicy. I think it's funny him asking her if she wrote the deposition, setting her up for the handwriting analysis, and she falls right into it. Yeah, I mean, she probably fell into the bucket too. Oh, I have a Hey, make it if you can. It is always fun, and you can always catch it on the rewatch. The rewatches are absolutely glorious too. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's so much fun. What is that besides if you talk about your treatment, you are not committing HIPAA violation. You're just talking about it. Exactly. Well, and also the thing is you have to give your doctors information so that way they can verify. Say, for example, you say, listen, I had a doctor's appointment. I had to be there. Okay, who's the doctor? So this way they can verify it. The doctor isn't going to give out any of your information, just other than yes, they had an appointment. Yes, they were here. They showed up. That's not a HIPAA violation. But she's generally not that smart. Generally has Sunday Spice people get lucky. Yeah, they do. Yeah, there might be a little bit of smexy time with that.
Two different things, ma'am. First of all,
I'm
let's
talking to him to hire him as of today.
Stop. You don't have a lawyer to speak today, right?
Not up right now at this moment, no.
Okay.
Then
And you're asking for a continuance to get a lawyer?
To get that lawyer finished, yes, to finish the hiring process.
Oh, I thought she was going to finish off the lawyer. Sorry, Silverman. You're gonna get finished off. Oh,
So he can be here to represent me.
What's the name of the lawyer?
Josh Silverman.
Josh Silverman. Okay.
Yes.
And you've spoke to Mr. Silverman?
Yes, I have.
Okay. And he intends to represent you?
I pretty much think so. Yep.
Well,
They're
Pretty
supposed to
much.
be calling me back.
okay. So I'm only asking you what you know. You
Right.
don't
That's
know.
all I know. That's all I know is that as of this morning, they were very much considering taking the case, and she was supposed to call me back. They
Okay,
asked me if I had a deposition this morning. I said yes, and they said we'll get right back to you. And I've been waiting.
Okay. Well, you have plenty of time to get a lawyer, but you haven't gotten one yet, correct?
Couldn't afford it.
Okay.
I can afford
Nice.
it now.
So let's go back to the question again. What
Harley,
is the name
go
of
in
the
your
doc-
room. Go in your room.
What is the name? Just want to make sure you're not answering this question. You asked for a continuance when I asked you this question. What is the name of the doctor that you had an appointment scheduled for December 21st? Are you
The
refusing?
doctor's name is Dr. Polly Ann. Go.
there you go.
Can you
Get out
spell
of here. Harley Grace, go to the room, please. Oh man, nothing. Go.
Yep.
Can you spell the name of the doctor?
I don't know how to spell his name. I would have to Google it.
You got to sue her.
Have you ever seen that doctor before?
Yes.
Where's the doctor located?
Chiefland.
What's the address? Do you know?
No, I don't.
What kind of doctor is it?
He's a pain management doctor.
Ooh. Yeah. Oh man. Management doctor. I'll tell you a short story. I had a neighbor that lived across the street from me that had a pain management doctor, had a what do you call it? A morphine pump in his I guess his stomach. And yeah, he'd lose his shit on a regular basis. Yeah. Yeah. And if he had pain management issues, well, there was something else that was going on with him that had nothing to do with pain. It was some weird addictions. Oh my gosh. Yeah. But she's not on any drugs? Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, that right there just goes against what she said. Because if you're on drugs, then you could be easily coerced into saying things that you don't want to. But she's so doped up, maybe. I don't know.
Okay. And so,
And I plead the fifth on any more of my HIPAA information. It is public. I mean, private. It's none of your business.
ma'am, I'm not asking you anything about what kind of treatment you had. I'm just trying to.
You just did. You just
No, I
did.
did not. No, I
No,
didn't.
you just
I didn't say anything about your
volunteered that
treatment. So
shit.
What kind of doctor is he? That's a publicly available information. How pronounce his name again slowly?
Polly Ann.
Yeah. So, I mean, you can ask, well, he's a general practitioner, or you can say he's a gynecologist, or it could be any number of things that you have a doctor's appointment for. They're just asking what kind of service that he provides, not what he provides for you. Like, what is he? Is he a general practitioner? Is he an orthopedic surgeon? Is he a brain surgeon? Because you could probably use a couple of those, or at least a brain cell surgeon. I don't know. Use of Xanax has nasty side effects. I don't know. About the only drugs that I take are Advil and alcohol. Maybe a little bit of nicotine here and there. Oh, but no chemical addiction, doctor. Well, and she should tell him that, this if it's more than just a pain management doctor, then she should be telling him. Oh my God. The second time is like a horror show. Oh, yeah, he's a dentist going to try to put in her dentures. Oh my God. Oh, this is so bad.
Is that the last name?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't be a smart ass.
Did you go to that appointment on the 21st?
No, I did not.
You canceled it?
I had to cancel it, and you know that, and you know why. Was given
When
to
did
the
you
court
cancel
why.
it?
It doesn't matter if he knows it. He has to get this stuff for the record. Dummy. He has to get it for the record. What the hell would want to look at that mouth? I mean, I'm sure there's a few guys that didn't. Sorry. No, you lady, if you're canceling, there's a reason why you're canceling. You have to let them know. It's not really. Yeah.
When did you cancel it?
The day you called me on the phone. So what day did you call me on the phone? The 19th?
Yes,
Ma'am,
get this
did you
on the
cancel it
record.
after you spoke with me or before you spoke with me?
I canceled it before I spoke to you. My mother died and was brought back to life. She was resuscitated. I
Okay.
left on an emergency to go be with my mom.
Okay.
And I have proof.
Okay. That's what the judge asked you for. So let's talk about that. You said you had proof. So what proof do you have that your mother
I provided it to the court.
Ma'am, you just spoke over me. Please, she's making a record here. Wait till I finish. Sometimes if you just take a half a breath before you.
Well, no, and what she's saying, and you have to understand, you sort of have to read between the lines. What she's saying is that her mother probably died while she was on, just for example, an operating table. She was resuscitated. She came back to life. It could have been 2 minutes, 3 minutes. The heart stopped working, whatever it is. That I understand what she's saying. So let's not get too far into it. And yes, he does ask her, so your mother's dead? No, she died, but came back. She was resuscitated. No, her mother didn't die. Her mother's not dead. Her mother was resuscitated. That's all it was. But she's an idiot. She doesn't know how to explain it because she's trying to make up her next lie.
You answer, and I do the same when you answer. Most of the time, I'll try to do the same. But sometimes it's not perfect, especially with Zoom. So I want to go back and say to you again, you said you had proof.
Of course.
What proof do you have that your mother died?
My mother did not die. They resuscitated her 3 times. We were able to pull her through by the grace of God and a lot of prayer.
When did you first learn about your mother?
I'm glad your mom made it.
Dying and being resuscitated? Were you
the morning of the 19th.
Oh, so when you learned about it on the morning of the 19th, you said?
When you called me, I wrote that letter, the thing to the court, motion to the court about a doctor's appointment. So I had every intention of going to my doctor's appointment. My sister texted me and called me, which I have, and said, you need to get down here now. We're losing her.
You're just muted.
Sweetheart, if you're losing her, all you got to do is like maybe get an air tag on her or something like that. You can find her really quick. You just hook up a little tracker to it. You get led right to her. Just you get right there. Oh my God. Oh.
Get yourself, ma'am. Can you hear me? We can't hear you. We can't hear you. Court reporter, can you help?
I asked her to unmute.
We didn't hear a word you said, ma'am. You muted yourself. We still can't hear you.
The police were calling me.
Okay, ma'am, please turn your phone off or at least put it on silent.
I'm on the phone. How do you want me to do that?
Okay. Well, ma'am, don't mute yourself during this, okay? You're muting yourself
She just
right now.
muted herself again.
We didn't hear a word you said. Court reporter, can you assist here?
Yes, I sent her a notification to unmute.
On a deposition, they don't have a cell phone.
What are you doing?
Hey, ma'am.
Mommy.
It's the police calling me. I can't help it.
Ma'am,
Yes, you can.
Are you done?
You turn off the phone.
Yes, I'm trying to
Notifications.
figure it there. It's the sheriff's department calling me.
Are you
I
done with the
can't
call?
help it.
Are you done with your call?
Yes, I ended the call. I shut it off.
Okay. All right. So again,
Oh
let me
my
ask you
God.
again. When your sister, can you show us the text you got from your sister, please? Did you bring it with you?
Go, Harley. No, just one moment. She's into something she shouldn't have. Oh, Harley. No. I mean,
Oh my God.
No, you may not have it.
No, you may not
it.
have the
No,
purple
it's not.
toy.
You cannot have it.
I know
This
it
is a big
vibrates,
girl
but you
game, not
can't
a little
have
girl
it.
game.
Put it away.
No, Harley.
Put it away.
No.
That's for later.
Ma'am?
Okay, you copy, go. I am sorry, but my daughter got into something. I have nobody to watch her. John is not available.
Where's your ex-husband right now?
He's at a doctor's appointment.
He's at a
hope
doctor's
so.
appointment.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Kicking over the bump again.
So
She might be.
I would really love a continuance so that my attorney can be here and so that I have someone to watch my child.
Why would your attorney
if
be
you had an
watching
attorney
your
right now,
child?
still no one will be able to watch your child. So are you asking for a continuance to have someone watch your child, or because you think Mr. Silverman is going to represent you?
Both, but it's fine. I can't go. I cannot show you a proof. I can't show you the message from my sister, which I have, because I'm using my phone to do a Zoom call.
Yeah, but you've texted with me, right? This morning?
Before the Zoom, sir.
Right.
I've got you. I cannot leave the Zoom call,
ma'am,
and show you the.
Yes, you have to show me, ma'am. Please listen. This is the problem. You keep talking when it would be much easier if you just let the sentences go to yes or no answers. And we just heard another voice. So we're going to be asking Mr. Cook for proof of his doctor's appointment, just so you know, tomorrow. So I just heard another voice.
Can I show here? I'll show you the outside. There's no vehicle. That was me that said something. There's no vehicle. There's nobody here but my child.
Okay, ma'am.
Here,
Stop.
Here. Jesus Christ. See my filthy, dirty camper? You see it? It's dirty. Yep, it is. So now call CPS, okay?
Oh,
Jesus.
Jesus.
That's what you do.
Who cares?
He's not here. Now you've seen that he's not
you
here.
You can minimize your Zoom, and then you could forward me that text you're claiming as evidence.
Minimize what? If
the Zoom.
Now I left it. There's no minimizing.
Any evidence you have, please text me now that you feel supports your claims that you made to the judge as to why you could make your deposition.
Hey, got her, girl.
I
What's
can't
up?
get to it without.
You can minimize the link and go to your messages.
It is going to take me to look for it. My sister and I talk all day long, every day, so
That's scary.
Ma'am,
it'll take me a
answer your
while.
question. Did you bring any, when you went to the court last time, you had a computer ready to play videos, correct?
I said I have,
Yeah,
here, let me show you
right.
something, sir,
Oopsie.
so you can see what I'm talking about. Let me show you, okay? You see this right here where it says no internet? Some reason my internet is not
Yeah,
working.
fault.
It's not connecting
That's right.
to the modem. So
Ma'am,
I have no internet.
I understand.
But you're on.
What kind of phone do you have? Is it an iPhone or a Google
It's
phone?
an Android.
Android. Can't you share your internet on your Android with your computer? With a Wi-Fi, making it a Wi-Fi?
She doesn't know how to do that,
SharePoint?
man. Don't make this complicated on her.
I don't know.
She hasn't figured out
I don't
indoor
norm-
outdoor plumbing,
Oops,
so
just a
indoor
minute.
plumbing. So
Where the hell did you just go? Now I don't know where you are.
What do you see in your phone? What do you see?
I'm
in your
not-
phone?
Something just happened and I don't know where the hell the Zoom went.
What do you see on your phone? Can you go to your messages?
this right here is why some people will never stream. Some people should never stream for this reason right here. Like, I can't figure it out. I'm complete doofus. If you can't figure some of this stuff out, you should just stay off the interwebs. Just stay off the interwebs. Just don't even get it. Just continue to live your life. You will be much happier. If you don't want to try to figure this out, I'm dead serious. Just don't do it. Just whenever they say we're gonna have a Zoom hearing, just say I don't do computers. I'll show up in person. Because oh my god, this is so bad. Oh god. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I know, Santiago. MG did fix his audio. It was he was edging. He was using edge. Oh god. Oh, this is so bad.
I can go to my messages, but I lost you.
That's okay. We can hear you. That's fine. Go to your messages and please forward me all the evidence, especially the text message you said you received from your sister about your mother, please.
Oh, let's see if I can find it.
Oh, Gutters Girl, you're awesome. Oh god. Judge Thomas says that she read all about the law of TPO, but has no clue how to read a summons for
I provided the courts with a email from her saying where I was. And the lady at the hospital was supposed to do the same. And
I'm going to ask you right now. There's no question pending. Other than,
yeah, so shut the.
Can you see the message that you referred to as evidence that your sister notified you that you needed to come down?
I'm looking for it.
Okay.
Oh, sorry to hear that, Vault. I really do. It's computer tarded, is what it is. Computer tarded. Like, you know, I understand. I understand. You know that you're not going to know everything about a computer, but there are certain things that if you're doing it as a challenge to yourself, that's one thing. But she is like brain challenged on just about every aspect. I mean, it is the most grotesque part of all of this. It's like, wow. A fever dream. Yes. Oh. Yeah, borderline personality disorder.
18th. So it was the 18th that you called me.
It sounds like she's trying to do this vocal fry, but it just doesn't work on her. Oh God.
Just a minute.
Your time. And ma'am, I don't want to be accused of
we
taking
have
the
all
deposition
freaking day and
for someone who
tomorrow
says that counsel's appearing.
and the next day.
And if you
Counsel is appearing.
okay,
I'm working on it. He was supposed to get back with me, I thought, before 10 a.m. and they did not yet.
Well,
did he send you a retainer agreement to sign?
Not yet.
Okay.
Well,
so, ma'am, I'm gonna.
You
While you're
haven't
doing that, I'm gonna
turned
tell.
an attorney.
I'm gonna call the court and tell them what you just said under oath, and we're gonna see if the judge wants to allow you time to get a lawyer. Okay.
Yeah.
So keep
Yep.
looking.
That's
looking.
I
very
am
nice.
looking for it.
God, that is so nice.
Would you like to remain on the record?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm
Okay, just
gonna
making
look up
sure.
for a second. Hold on.
I mean, that is so nice of him to actually do that. That is well above and beyond. I don't think she realized it though, how nice he's actually being to her. I mean, because if he says, okay, I'm going to reach out to the court, I'm going to say that you're asking that you have retained counsel, and I'll reach out to the court and I'll get that statistic. Yeah. If he's saying he's going to reach out to the court on her behalf, that is very gracious. Of course, she probably won't see it that way because he'd be like, "You're telling on me," or some shit. Who knows? Because she's just Mm. Mm-mm-mm.
Okay, so here's.
I'll figure it
I'll
out.
take a screenshot of it.
You got this, sweetheart.
Just texting me what you got. Or take a screenshot. That's fine.
And this is the first.
Don't confuse her, man.
notification.
Don't confuse her. See, I don't keep up with them, Grio. I wouldn't know.
Reading, it's a little hard.
It's above board and smart to keep the Zoom call on. Oh yeah, absolutely.
This should do. Now, how do I?
Oh yeah, what was that, Ellie? I'm sorry to hear that, Ellie. You just got done with Tug. What the hell's videos? Had to take pain pills for the massive headache. Well, I hope tell her to turn around twice. She'd be lost for sure. Oh my God. Roxanne. I thought LIEnette said she didn't allow John to watch the kid. Hey, I don't get caught up in the lies. I'm just laughing at all of it. This is so funny.
What number? The text number?
You've texted me twice this morning, right?
Okay, so send it to that, right?
Yes.
That is so true. I am not a nice person.
Go to the call.
You are not a nice person.
Nope, that's not it.
Oh my God.
Okay.
No, she wouldn't have been able to do it. She would have like eaten every one of them. Prozac, please. Random.
Those are the screenshots of it.
Hi, is this Shay?
It is.
Hey, it's Attorney Randy Shockett. How are you?
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Ellie. I want everybody to be happy and have a good time.
We're taking the deposition right now of LIEnette Preston in the Hale's case. And she's saying that she's trying to hire a lawyer and she wants a continuance. So I needed to get the judge's input because this is very time sensitive.
That is a good
Let
thing.
me see if I can interrupt him.
Okay, sorry. Thank you.
How many instruments do I play? Let's see. Bass, guitar, drums. I can probably play like a repeater or something like that. No, bass, guitar, drums, and I'm not proficient in any one of them, but I have fun on every damn one of them. No, I played for probably about 13 years in a cover band and stuff like that. So I've been playing since let's see, 1990. I've been playing since 1990. and just trying to fine tune the skills, and it takes a lot. It takes a lot of energy. I think the first 5 years that I picked up an instrument, I probably sit down and played for anywhere between 15 and 16 hours a day. So yeah, I mean, I can play. Am I really good at it? It's debatable, but I always had fun at every band that I played in. I played drums in a band, played bass in a band, played guitar in a yeah, I can play. Am I spectacular or like a virtuoso? No, by no means. It's always just been about having fun with a group of people and playing. But that's about right. That's about it. Yeah, and yes, every instrument that I have back here, I can play, and I'm proficient enough that if I sit down with anybody, I'd be able to probably keep it in key at least. Gosh, so crazy. That's not me.
While we're waiting, ma'am, I haven't gotten any text from you.
I sent it.
Nothing.
Oh, she's got
Give
some
it a
music
minute.
playing in the background.
Sent
Let's see
it.
what she's got.
352.
I just texted you back.
Is that your number?
Yes, I just texted you back to this number.
Yes, and that's where I sent it.
Send it again, please. Nothing came across. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Cheers.
Ma'am, there's no date on this text.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Yes.
Let me try and get a date on it. Hold on. Let me go back to it.
Ma'am, okay, ma'am, hold on a second, please. Okay. Well,
He's solid today.
anyway, I mean,
I can tell you.
you're telling me that there's no time I can call back?
He's got a 4-hour hearing. He's got 3 more hearings before that.
We just need him for maybe 3 minutes or less. If he has the time, could you tell him I called?
I interrupted him.
Okay.
He said no.
Okay. All right.
He's got a hearing.
Understood. All right. Thank you.
Mhm.
Bye-bye. Okay. Ma'am, I don't see any date on it here. And I can tell you
I'm
that.
going back to it just a second. See if I can pull up the date on it somehow. Let's see, I'm trying to figure out how to get it to show a date. That's why I wish my internet was working.
Yeah, I agree, Ellie.
Hey, I'm trying
So, yeah, I
to
can play a little bit.
figure out.
I suck. I mean, my mainstay has always been bass. Whenever I play guitar, it's painful. It's the arthritis in my left hand. Like I said, I played. You and your husband, when you get to it long well, you had 2 music stores. Oh, nice! Sold the bill.
I'm trying to find it again.
Or shipping containers full. Oh my god! Yeah, I agree. That is insane, Tracy.
All right, let's see.
I had
oh my goodness.
I used to build B3 organs. I can't play keyboards at all. I built B3 organs. I used to do these chop jobs for like Medeski, John Medeski. I did one for was Allman Brothers. worked on some of the keyboards for REM. I think who all I built for. What was the guy's name? Chuck. I can't remember his name. Waddell? No. There was a lot of keyboard players. I used to build B3 organ, do them in chop jobs, and so there was a guy that had his wife wanted to have a custom one done, and so we sent it up to the Blue Ridge Mountains, and it was a guy Corbin did the encasement on all of the organ itself, and it was I reassembled that and sent it off. See, David Bryant. I worked on his A100, which its serial number was like 005 or something like that, which meant that it was the fifth one ever made for an A100. Yeah. I've just been around music for like the past 30 years in just insane amount of musicians.
This freaking thing is so sensitive that if you touch it crazy, it goes right back to the beginning.
Yeah.
All right, ma'am. There's no date on this.
I'm doing my best. I really am.
Okay.
Did you guys hear the drummer for I think it was Cake? Is that right? Drummer for Cake just got arrested for like child prawn, and was like has to be a registered sex offender for the rest of his life. Like, what the fuck was up with that? Ooh, a crybaby. Yeah, I have a crybaby. Crybaby wah.
I want to prove it to you with everything I've got, because I don't lie. That's the thing. I don't lie. I have no reason.
And we're gonna move on. We'll come back to it. I'm gonna share my screen again. I'm gonna share this screen. Do you see this?
Let me send you this too.
Ma'am,
so
I'm
that you
asking.
have it.
We're back. We're continuing. There's no pending question related to that. We'll get back to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you see the screenshot?
I don't see the screen because I don't know how to get back to it.
Well,
So I'm trying to find Zoom on my thing. Hold on.
She'll probably disconnect because she does that.
Because Zoom got it there.
Oh.
There we go.
Okay.
Not as insane as you think, Heidi.
Now do you see this?
Really?
Yes.
Okay, and you sent me this, right?
Yes. And I can send you a picture of my mother intubated in the bed.
The words.
Okay. What other evidence? So we're going to admit this into evidence too.
Yes, that's
Response exhibit 2, ma'am. Court reporter. This is exhibit,
yes.
This is exhibit number 2. Okay. All right. So
I said more than that, but
well, I'm going to ask you right now, what else do you have other than those text messages? What else do you have to prove that you were not here on the 21st and that
my sister sent an email and I presented it to the court.
All right, got that. Anything else?
I said the lady's name is, I believe, Brenda. My mother was at something High Regency Hospital in Naples. She was supposed to send me something and she didn't, and I haven't got back with her yet to get it.
Okay. So when did you drive to see did you drive down to Naples?
Yes.
When?
The 19th. The 8th. Yeah, it was the 19th. The day you called me. I was on the road when you called me. In the truck, racing down there when you called me. And I told you that.
Do you know that you said to me you didn't know if she was going to make it and you couldn't say whether or not you'd be able to make it back even for the hearing January 4th?
Yes, I said that. I didn't know what was going on with her.
Okay.
As far as I knew at that point, the rapid response team was working on my mother. They worked on her for hours to keep her alive.
When did you first learn that your mother died and was resuscitated? 3 times.
On the 19th.
On the 19th. So
you have the text message in front of you that says the rapid response team is working on her.
But you don't have a date.
I
Ma'am,
sent you that.
Okay, ma'am, where did you stay on the night of the 19th of December?
Spinnaker Motel.
How did you pay for it?
My sister paid for it.
Sister paid for it. Oh my God. Yeah. So she's got a gas receipt. Hey, Drexy, how's it going? Two Fleas live just got shut down during their live. I don't know who the Two Fleas are. I really don't. I sorry. I'm not all up on all the internet peoples. It's just so sorry that they got shut down, I guess. I don't know. Hopefully everything goes well. So if you listen, Carrie, take stock of what she's saying. You won't catch how. Oh, okay. I will definitely take stock of it. When you were 15, you were drawn to guitar players, mainly bass guitar. Yeah, it's a completely different instrument. I mean, I started on guitar, and I switched over to learning how to play bass because a band, young dumb me, was interested in playing in a band, and I thought, well, hell, there's not very many bass players, so I started learning how to play bass. And then, of course, you see people like Les Claypool and Flea, and you're just like, oh, I'll never get that good ever. I mean, I can play a little bit of what Flea does. It's all just, it's not that technical. Les Claypool is very talented. And then you got Jaco Pastorius. I mean, you've got John Paul Jones, which could play like, I don't know how many instruments that guy could play. Saying. So yeah, it's I ended up learning to play bass, and then whenever, let's see, I moved to Georgia, ended up touring long enough that I ended up here in Georgia, which is where I'm currently at. And so I got hooked up with a band that, well, I met this guy. He was a bass player. And so I went back to playing guitar and found a drummer, and we're playing. And about, about 2 or 3 months later, ended up meeting up with a guitar player that was looking for a band. He was much better guitar player than me. And so I sold off a couple of guitars that I had, bought some drums for really cheap. I think it was a kick drum, a snare, a hi-hat, a tom, and it had sort of sounded like a bow. Yeah, the kick drum made this really nice bow sound. There's a bow, and then of course the hi-hat had this nice little TT sound, and a snare that said "ca." I mean, so whenever I would play, it would just sort of be like bow to get, bow to get. And so yeah, I played drums in a punk rock band for about 3 or 4 years, something like that. And then I got hooked up with a band that was looking for a bass player that was doing cover tunes pretty much, and then I played with them for about 4 years, playing bass. Went back to playing bass, and I was still playing drums in the punk rock band, and then fast forward, ended up playing with a local band that toured like most of Georgia, and let's see, we played Connecticut. Did some shows in Florida, and then yeah, I mean, like I said, just different bands playing all over the place. Just yeah, just having fun. It's easy to do whenever you're young. You start hitting my age, and you just can't do it anymore. You can't keep up with with all of it. Same way with the YouTube stuff. Just have fun. Jeff Healy. Jeff Healy was good. Personally, I like. I think that there's like Mother Love Bone was a pretty good band. And then they changed their name to Pearl Jam, and then you have Mother's Finest. I've met all of those guys. They were really good. Yeah, and then I worked backline for a long time, so I ran. Yeah, Tool's really good. I really enjoy Tool. I take it back to listening to like a lot of the Butthole Surfers and the Ministry. Those are really where I got some pretty good influence from. A lot of Jimi Hendrix, and then taking that back to like Lightning Hopkins and so like a lot of blues, a lot of punk, a lot of country, a lot of rock and roll. Like you've heard songs before that just stick in your head. Like it's like if you listen to something that's done with like big band, you're sitting there going, oh, that is like then you see the influence of like Brian Seltzer and then you're looking at well, where did this music come from and how did that influence this, and you start going back and listening to what was influencing other people. And so my range of music is so vast. Like Junior Brown's Surf Melody is awesome. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. It is one of those, music is universal. And whenever you hear a song that's really good, it doesn't matter if you like the artist or you like the song. It's like, I like the tempo. I like the way that it sort of catches your ear. And, it could be one of the most horrible artists ever that everything else they do that sucks, but they do one song that's glorious, like absolutely beautiful. And then you got like people that are like Prince that are just absolutely amazing, almost everything they do. And then they have a couple of like really shitty songs. But that's the beauty of music, is because it doesn't matter political beliefs or any of that other shit. It's like, is that a good song? Yeah, it's a freaking good song. I could name off at least 10 REM songs that are really good. And I don't like their political beliefs, but I think that they're really great musicians, and have utmost respect. And you could go back to listening to James Brown and go, oh my gosh, this is a wonderful song. And then other ones you're like, oh, that's pretty crappy. Elvis, there's just so much music out there. And you could not be a country music fan and hear a country music song and go, that's awesome. That is like the best country music song. Yeah, I'm not a country music fan, but then you go, but that Johnny Cash song, oh my, just glorious. So that I've never tied myself into any particular genre of music where it's just like, oh, it has to be this. It's like, does it pop? Does it grab your attention? Does it make you want to dance? Does it give you an emotion? That's the best part about music. Does it give you an emotion? Does it give you something where it breaks your heart, or it makes you jump up and dance, or it makes you stand up and feel proud to be an American? Whatever it might be, that music touches you, and that is the beauty of music. Like the song you played at the beginning. Oh, thank you. Exactly. It's just it's got to be something that just happened. And I do a lot of AI music, but what you hear from the music I do from AI is only about 1/100th of the amount of music that I put out that's done by AI. It is insane the amount of songs that I eliminate. It just doesn't fit, or the sound doesn't sound right, or just something's not quite right with it. I can churn out that amount of music in a short period of time, where if I start writing music, I get so bogged down in the details that unless I'm working with other musicians to like tone that shit back, like I'll get hooked up on like a guitar riff or a drum riff that's just like, and I never get past it. So like the AI shit really helps. Glenn Miller, oh yeah, Glenn Miller was awesome. Glenn Miller was awesome. I mean, like there's tons of bands from almost every year. You can name like 100 million bands that there was great stuff put out by him. And some of it would be tongue in cheek. I mean, tell me, have all of you guys heard of Weird Al Yankovic? I mean, come on. He was taking music and he was twisting it to something that was making it his own. It was beautiful. It was enjoyable. and it was like, I was like, oh my gosh, the tongue-in-cheek humor for it. I'll tell you a story, and this is absolutely true. So I ended up in Los Angeles in 1990. And Weird Al Yankovic had released Eat It or one of those. And he walked into the Rock and Roll Denny's. If you've never been in Hollywood, you don't know what this is. There's a Denny's. I don't even know if it's still there. There was a Denny's, and it was right next to Rock and Roll Ralph. So it was like right up the street from it. And we're sitting in there at late at night. We're eating some like breakfast of some sort. I don't even remember what I was eating, but Weird Al Yankovic walked in the place, and the entire Denny's stood up and gave him a standing ovation whenever he walked in, because it had that much influence that musicians and non-musicians and groupies and whatever else, strippers, bums, it didn't matter. Everybody, whenever Weird Al Yankovic walked into that place, everybody gave him a standing ovation. And nobody came up to him, harassed him, oh, can I get your autograph or anything? They just showed the appreciation for really something that was unique and enjoyable. And we're talking about punks and vampires and heavy metal heads, and just every type of musician would be hanging out in there. And to see the whole place erupt in just pure enjoyment of somebody doing something unique, like giving kudos. That was the kind of music that influenced me. And the kind of musicians that influenced me is you didn't care what type of music someone played. You gave them respect because they wrote a good song. And that I think is the best kudos that you can give to other people. Is like, that's a really good song. It doesn't matter if you like the style of music. Was it a good song? Did it give you some sort of emotion, whether it pissed you off, made you happy, made you dance? It gave you an emotion. And that's something that you see in music nowadays. It's like, well, it's not doing anything for me. It has the same riff or the same thing, and it doesn't really move you. And you'll find it. Yeah, Weird Al is a genius of his parody music. I loved it. ZZ Top was awesome. I dated Frank Beard's cousin. Yeah, she was pretty hot. Yeah, she was. No, yeah, because she said, yeah, my cousin is the only member of ZZ Top that doesn't have a beard. But that was his name. It was weird. He was back. All right, let's do this.
Did you get a receipt?
No, I didn't get a receipt. My sister paid for it, her and her son.
Yeah, Meatloaf had a great song.
How long did you stay there at the Spinnaker?
I think 4 days, 5 days.
Okay. And did you purchase anything while you were in Naples?
No, I didn't.
So do you have any proof other than the word of your sister that you were in Naples?
I have the lady from the hospital. Yes, I have my mother. I have the nurses.
What do you have? What are you expecting the nurses are going to provide?
They know I was there.
You went to see Charlie's Daniel Band in Alaska. Oh, that is awesome. So Charlie's Daniel Band in Alaska. I got to meet Charlie Daniels and his band at was it Wisconsin, Kansas? I think it was Kansas. They were doing the Country Stampede, and I was working backline for Country Stampede, and I was just basically hauling equipment around from place to place. And Charlie Daniels band, and what was it? Damn it, was somebody else. I can't think of his name off the top of my head. But yeah, I ended up meeting the whole band for Charlie Daniels band. That just absolutely really chill, a bunch of old guys. And I did not know this about Charlie Daniels, but he said, one of the things that he made a rule for any musicians that were playing with him is they couldn't drink, couldn't do drugs. He didn't care if you were religious or not, but no drinking, no drugs. That was one of the rules that he put in there. I got to meet Burt Bacharach. That was amazing. I did not realize that Burt Bacharach, he wrote a lot of songs that you heard coming out of the 80s. Like the amount of gold and platinum albums on that guy's wall is insane. He is, and he was so damn cool. It's wonderful. Amish Paradise, yeah, that was a great one too.
I mean, I guess I can go get something from them. They saw me. I was
That's
there.
awesome.
With my daughter, my sister. I was there. I sat there at the hospital every day, all day long, from 8 a.m. till 8 p.m.
Have you reached out to the nurse just to provide?
I reached out to the patient liaison. Her name is Brenda. I asked her for something and it never came through. I think she sent it to the wrong email.
Okay. Well, I think you still have a few more days to comply with the judge's order. So right now,
I gave him something already.
Okay, and now you've given me this. Is there anything else you're going to offer as proof?
Nice. Yeah, Todd Rudkin.
No. I mean, what do you want as proof? What do you want? What will satisfy you?
Ma'am, I'll ask the questions. It's not really up to me. I'm asking questions. What do you have? I'm here to evaluate.
I provided what I needed to.
God, you're so painstaking. I actually got to meet Dave Rubin. I didn't know that's who it was at the time. The band that I was working for, I didn't tour with them. I didn't play in the band. But I was working as a road crew. I got to meet Dave Rubin, which if I would have known that's who it was, it would have been awesome. But I also, one of the companies I worked for, David. Well, I did get to meet David Bryant multiple times. Also, whenever he was touring with Cheap Trick, I got to. Our band opened for Cheap Trick at a show, and I didn't realize. Long story. I won't go into that. But there was damn it, what is his name off the top of my head? It'll come to me. Yeah, it'll come to me. The Brendan O'Brien. Brendan O'Brien played with he's awesome guy. He played with it'll come to me also because my memory sucks. But Brendan O'Brien, I got a chance to do a few things with him, and I remember saying, because I was playing in a band, he's a producer. He produced like Stone Temple Pilots, Pearl Jam, a bunch of bands. And I just asked him one day, I was like, what would it cost for you to produce a song for my band? And he goes, you can't afford me. I was like, how much would it cost? He goes, about 20 grand to do one song, to have him produce it. And this was back in the 90s. Yeah, it would have been the 90s. Yeah, I think, it would have been around 98, 99. And he was just like, yeah, about 20 grand. I was like, yep, I guess I'll pass on that. You're right. I can't afford that. If I can afford that, I would buy a damn car. Brendan O'Brien was a really cool guy. And he's probably still running around Atlanta. Like I said, I ran with a lot of musicians. I could do an entire stream. I would have to have somebody there ask me questions, though. I could do an entire stream of all the musicians and actors and crap like that I've run into over the years. Yeah, fake emails are simple like that. Yeah. Two Lees is back up and trying another live. Don't know who that is. Two Fleas?
To the court, and they accepted it. It was an email from my sister saying that I was there at the hospital with my mother.
Right. And now you've given me this text message. And my question for the third time, it's a yes or no at this point. Do you have any other documents that
Not at this time.
Okay, let me finish the question because you interrupted me. I got it.
Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, the infamous Max Murrah. Is that Kayla Regata there? She looks pretty rough. Getting worse, not better. Don't do drugs, kids. Not only too expensive makes you old. Do perverted things. No. This is LIEnette Preston. This is her deposition. Good to see you, Max. What is that? 2 fleas? Is okay. You guys have been saying fleas. So you said everybody's been saying 2 fleas. I don't know. And then you said 2 lees. Is it fleas or is it lees? Okay, I don't know. What is it? What are 2? Is it fleas or lees? They regurgitate. Fleas. I don't know. I don't know what that is. OT's lees. Is it OT lees? They are fleas. I don't know. Okay, there are 2 fleas. They're known as lees. 2 lees known as fleas. I see. This is why I'm such a YouTube idiot, is because I know the stuff that interests me and gains interest in me, but it like I don't know anything about other YouTubers outside of like a small amount of people. Like if you ask me to do a deep dive on what the hells, you could probably name off a million things about what the hells that I could never even name. You could name off things about other streamers that I am just a complete idiot because I don't pay attention to that much, doing that much. Like I know what Max Murrah is talking about. He's talking about Nick Rekieta's wife, but I just don't follow Nick enough to like outside of her name. I wouldn't be able to know her. Lee's like China. Yeah, like Lee's. No, maybe like a pair of blue jeans. You know, you put them on, you wear them out, and then you throw them away. I think that's what they're saying. That like there are a couple of Lee's. They're really crappy, like because they weren't good enough to be Levi's jeans. That's what I'm guessing. Like, because the way you guys are talking about them is like, it's like because Levi's was like the top brand, and then you had Lee's, which is a little bit low, and then you had Wranglers, and what was those other ones? They were just like Costco brand or something like that. I don't remember what they were. And you always got them in Husky for your children because Husky made them sound mean or badass. From Arizona. These ladies are cousins and they have a grumpy complaint about everyone or are nasty. Yeah. Jordache. No, Jordache was like even better than Levi. Yeah, no, you got it. Yes, exactly. See, Tough Skins. Yes. Yes, I had Tough Skins, damn it. My ass was poor. Tough Skins was one of the pairs of jeans I had. Oh God, no, there was something else. It wasn't Tough Skins, but I don't even think they make them anymore. It's like Keds. I think they'll start making a comeback because I mean Keds were. What the hell's wrong with you, crazy dog? Dog's looking at me like got this look like I'm going to kill you. I don't know why my dog want to do that. 2 Lees in a pod were using Jeremy's content. And they're lit. Why? Okay. See, that's the thing. I'm not in anybody's corner. I'm just watching stuff that really fucking interests me. Jeans did not have name tags. Well, mine might have been stolen. That's a possibility. Tough Skins, God, I remember those. Do you remember the knee pads, the iron-on knee pads that you had? So whenever you'd wear out the knees on them, they would like iron on those knee pads. Nickname was 2 Fleas. Okay. That's why because I'm an idiot. Thank you, Teresa. I appreciate it. I don't know. I'm always confused. Well, and the things that I do know, I guess, really don't matter in the YouTube world. But dude, I had those too. Starsy, I had those too. So they were a pair of bell bottoms that had blue, and then they had black that were seamed together. And yeah, those were my favorite jeans. Those were my favorite jeans. I think they were and I joke not. I think there might have been Lee brand. They weren't even Levi's. They were. Oh yeah, the iron-on knee pads. You know what I'm talking about? That I don't know why. And then they also had the iron-on. They would iron on the elbow pads too. I think they made that into a fashion statement or something. For like in the 70s or some crap.
Let me get it out. You knew what my question was, and you were correct. But let me finish it for the record. Do you have, other than the two text messages that you've supplied and the text message or email message that you've given to the court, are there any other documents that you intend to introduce as evidence to prove that you could make your deposition and that you were in Naples from the 19th of December 2023?
Yes.
If you need me to, I.
What about Wranglers? Yeah, Wranglers were the like you had your Levi's, Lee, and Wranglers. Wranglers and Lee were about the same. That's where I look at them. I mean, I have Levi's. I don't think I have any Lee jeans, but I do have some Wranglers, and but then I also have like coverall, like because I'm always constantly working out in the shop. So, but I like Wranglers. Your body structure not fit in Levi's. Well, see, I grew up with the Buttonfly 501s. You know, just I hate zippers because my package was always fall out of the damn zipper. My wife even she'll buy me jeans. I was like, are these button flies? She goes, no. And then of course she's constantly going, here, your fly is down. Fly is down. I was like, well, my junk is falling out, yelling at you. Sounds like a you problem. Yes, Toy. It is always a me problem. There's so many me problems. You have no idea. Good to see you, Toy. Oh my gosh. For some reason, most Asians don't like Lee jeans, especially not the Chinese ones. What do you mean your name is Tanaka? It says Lee right on your jeans. Damn it, Max. Keep the junk in the trunk. No, I keep my junk up front, not in the trunk. No, don't get your junk near my trunk at all. You guys are so bad. Oh,
I will call the hospital. I will get a hold of Brenda, and I will get the liaison to write me something saying that I was at the hospital that whole time with my mother.
Okay, I don't need you. I'm asking you, what do you intend to give?
I provided what the court.
Well, Teresa, whenever you go commando, it's always falling out of you. Just saying. It's Saturday night's all right. Oh, I got to meet Elton John. And it's not as the coolest story. Me meeting Elton John was not as cool a story as one of my buddies was a pizza delivery driver and delivered a pizza to Elton John in the Four Seasons where he lived. It was like one of the higher up floors. And he shows that he was like, he thought it was a joke. And so he delivers the pizza. He shows up and he was just like, I thought this was a joke. You actually are Elton John. He was just like, yeah. And so they sit and talked about keyboard because he was a keyboard player. Sit and talked about keyboards for like 30 minutes. He goes, don't you have other deliveries? He goes, I wouldn't pass this up for the fucking world. He goes, I'm sitting here talking to Elton John about keyboards. This is like the highlight of my life. It's like the best thing ever. You know, he let him eat his pizza and stuff, but yeah, that was he said it was crazy getting to meet Elton John. I was like, well, I got to meet him at a club whenever I was working backline. I was like, and he was cool. Pretty cool too.
asked me
Sorry.
to, and they
So
didn't ask
rambling.
me for anything else. So if that's not good enough for you, then all I need to know is what you want from
Ma'am,
me, and I
you
will
don't-
get it.
I'll ask the questions. I've told you that you don't get to ask the questions. You're the witness. So you just sent me another text.
Nice.
And I'm going to show it.
Yep, I did.
Voices scratch. Well,
see this?
you know,
Yes, I do.
Okay. So, ma'am, you said that you were, when you spoke to me on the phone on the 19th, you were already down the road headed to Naples, right?
Yes,
Okay. What time did you leave to go to Naples that day?
I have no clue. I didn't pay attention. I got my
She's-
daughter ready, and I got in
she's
the
just
car and went.
clueless.
I was
Okay.
on the road when you called, so I would have to look up your call, sir.
I can look
And
up the
tell
call.
you.
Oh, I don't worry. If you don't know the
I can
answer
do
to something,
that.
it's fine. Just say you
Joe?
don't know. It's okay.
Yeah, I
Relax.
don't know.
I can look up the
It's okay.
time, but I want to know, were you like just starting out or were you halfway there? Do you know?
I was.
Oh my God.
I had been on the road for maybe 35 minutes, 40
Okay.
minutes,
All right. How long does it take to get from where you live to Naples?
4 hours.
4 hours.
4? That's
Okay.
it?
So what time did you arrive?
I have no clue with potty breaks and for me and to get the baby something to eat. I don't know.
Okay. All right. Let's go back to where we were.
She's got a
So,
weak bladder? Is that what she's
There's a
saying?
picture you just sent me, right?
Yes.
Okay. And that is
What was that? You said you saw Elton John, Kid Rock, and I think Tim McGraw on the 100th anniversary Harley Davidson. Yeah. I got to meet what is it? Pamela Anderson whenever she was dating Kid Rock, because she showed up at the what was it, Bigger Day? No, it's Midtown Music Festival. So Pamela Anderson, I wasn't impressed by. So all you ladies out there, they're just going, oh, Pamela Anderson. Or guys are just like, oh, Pamela Anderson. No, she's really not that. She's not all that at all. I would say that to me, she looked like sort of like average soccer mom kind of thing. Like that. I mean, not like anything impressive. I guess whenever you put a lot of makeup on and stuff like that, it can be something. But yeah, I mean, she wasn't really impressive at all. Yeah. So I mean, so if you're sitting there thinking that, oh, movie star, hot, blah blah blah, all that kind of stuff, not really. I mean, I would say that I would say there's quite a few, other musicians and actresses, and they're much more attractive than her. I mean, she was nice. Don't get me wrong; she was absolutely a sweetheart. Just I wouldn't be bonding over her as a sex object. Why did it look like LIEnette was looking at John? Because she's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Used to work for a company that put on street festivals and met all kinds of performers. The worst was John McLean. He was arrogant ass because she did a great job with the talent. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. Not every day one pair of jeans goes through 3 generations. Well, that was my life. I mean, where do you think I got those bell bottoms from? They weren't mine. They're my brother's to start off with. With her, it's more what she took off. Yeah, I guess. I mean, yeah, Pamela Anderson. Yeah, I agree. But I mean, she, like I said, she was a very, very nice person. But if you're sitting there thinking of sex object, I just didn't see her as that whenever I saw her. She's much shorter than I thought. I think was Gwen Stefani had a much better look about her than Pamela Anderson did any day. She was looking at Harley. John isn't home. Yeah, John isn't home from the doctor yet. Bobby Bear, Margot Smith, and Michael Twitty. I don't know who those are, but that's awesome. That is awesome. Mm-hmm.
This is a picture of who?
That's my mom on life support.
Did you take that picture?
Yes, I did.
What time was that?
Oh yeah, there were. That's
it
right.
says,
701.
well, actually, I think my sister sent me that picture when I was on my way.
Hey Frank, good to see you.
Oh, okay.
Now that I'm looking at it, I think my sister took that one.
Okay.
Let me look. Let me look. I have the pictures in my thing
No,
that I took.
no, you don't have to look. We're not taking a break to have you look. I just want to
I don't
verify.
need, okay.
Your sister took that picture? You just said
I
both.
don't know. I don't know whether it was
Okay, if
me
you
or
don't-
her.
This is a good opportunity for me to tell you then. If you don't know an answer, and that's the truth.
I don't know.
Okay, listen. If you
There's
don't know
some
an answer
fake
to
tears.
any question I ask
Oh
you,
yeah.
and the truth is you really don't know. Like, what's the square root of
Yeah, I can see.
196,000?
Nose
You
hair.
don't know. That's fine. Just say
Right,
you
I don't know.
You probably
Just say
see
you
mine
don't know,
if I
and
shave.
it's fine. We're all here seeking the truth. And if the truth is you know the answer to a question, that's a perfectly acceptable answer. Okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Evel's girl, good to see you. How you doing?
Did you go down by yourself? Or you took your daughter. Was anyone else with you when you went to Naples?
I went with myself.
And you took your daughter, right?
Yes.
Mr. Cook did not go with you. Is that correct?
No.
Okay. All right.
Oh, 3 teeth.
We're going to go to the
But
next one.
turtles don't have teeth, right? Oh, Emma's girl, you're so sweet. I appreciate you.
Do you know when your mother? No, strike that. We'll move on and get out of this one. Hold on. Let me get out of that.
Please do. It's a hurtful subject.
Jenkos, that's right. Jenkos. God, yes. They try. They keep trying to
I
bring
will
back
let you
bell
know.
bottoms.
I have to let you know that I have to be done by 1:30.
No, ma'am, that's not happening.
That's not
You don't-
I
happening.
have to be at the sheriff's department
Ma'am,
to be interviewed
No.
by the
No, that's not how this
investigators
works.
at 2 p.m.
it's not going to end, ma'am. We're not ending the deposition. You have a court proceeding, and we're not ending the deposition today. At that time.
Well, Mr. Hales is the one who wanted them to investigate
Ma'am,
me,
we're not
so I'm
doing
being
it. It's not
investigated.
happening, ma'am. I'm just telling you. It's not.
Okay,
That's not how it. That's not how it. If you have a deposition scheduled, anything else that you have will take precedent over that. Well, you need to be down here at such and such. No, I can't be there. I have a deposition. They're completely accommodating to that kind of shit. Oh God, they're being made again. Oh, more bell bottoms. Oh my. No, I won't wear bell bottoms again. No. I can't wear the bell bottoms. I mean, because I work whenever I'm not working at home, like preparing like legal documents and shit like that. I'm not a lawyer. I just do. I'm a paralegal. So there's no way that I would want to be wearing bell bottoms. Oh, or bell bottoms, but hated them. But see, what I liked about bell bottoms, it wasn't necessarily the bell bottoms. It was the girls wearing the hip huggers. Oh my gosh. Those were just amazing. They just, yeah, that was, and that's the, 12-year-old me seeing the girls in the hip huggers. Oh, you have a good night, Teresa. I'll see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, Teresa. Make sure you guys come by tomorrow night, 8:00. It's going to be off the rails fun. Reading Teresa Finn's book. I will tell you, ladies, if you like some like really, how do you put this? Sexy, sultry kind of stuff. Tomorrow night's the night you want to show up. I mean, you don't even have to type in chat. You could just sit there and listen. And if you've ever like heard 50 Shades of Grey read by Elmo, yeah, that's basically what kind of stuff we do. You have to be there tomorrow to understand. You'll get it. You'll get it.
then somebody needs to call them and tell them.
Yes, it is steamy.
It's not happening. All right, let's go back here now. Let's share the screen here. Miss LIEnette, have you been, you got a lot of names here that you seem to have gone by. I just want to run by them to see if it's true that you have all these names, okay? So have you gone by LIEnette Griffey?
Yes.
Have you gone by LIEnette Corridos?
Yes. I was married.
Am I pronouncing that right? Corridos?
No.
How do you pronounce it?
Paredes.
Corridos. And are you a minister?
Yes, I am.
Tell us about that. How did you get to be a minister?
I got to be a minister through my church, United Life Church. I got to be a minister just to provide marriages through American Marriage Ministries.
And you can provide marriages in what state?
All states.
Okay. How long will you be able to do that?
That's
Let's
right.
see.
What?
I don't know, 15 years, 12 years, 15 years,
Okay.
more than that, almost 20 years.
Did you graduate
Nice.
high school?
Thank you.
GED.
A GED. Did you ever go to college?
I did one semester at Bible study. I did, what the hell is the name of it? I did Bible college
Okay.
in Des Moines. I forgot the name of it right now. I can't think of it. One semester of Bible college.
In Des Moines, Iowa?
Yes.
Tell us all the cities you've lived in since birth.
Culver City, California is where I was
You should,
born. I
Heidi.
lived in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I've lived in Des Moines, Iowa. I've lived in Germany, and I've lived in Florida.
Germany?
Okay.
You lived in Germany? Wow. I mean, you know, I guess whenever you know, you got to eat, might as well go to Germany. I'm not going to expound on that one.
Where did you graduate high school? Oh, you did. I'm sorry. Where did you attend high school?
Yes. Why is this relevant? I object. It's not
Yeah.
relevant to this
Yeah.
case.
You can't make up.
It is relevant to this case because they have to set some sort of precedent on this, but because you're offering information. You've been married 6 freaking times. Why? Yeah, she was okay. So she was married to a military guy. I mean, you know, I'm not. What you're seeing now is a woman that's past her prime. She might have been drop dead gorgeous whenever she was a stripper. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe she was like the bomb diggity, and there was just guys that were just like fawning all over her. You never know. But then whenever the crazy is happening, guys tend to be really turned off by super crazy. And this is, you know, she aged. It happens. We all age. I wish for my wife's sake that I looked like I did back in my 20s. My wife would just be like, "Oh yeah." You know, but you know, here I am in my 50s, and my wife is just like, "Oh yeah," because you know, I'm me. Sorry, that's probably pretentious, isn't it? Yeah, meth is bad. 49 aliases. Yeah, it gets crazy the amount that she has. The expertly happy Tennessee 51, North Carolina 10. Oh yeah, I love it. That's awesome. That is awesome. Congratulations on Tennessee. Maybe she's long in her tooth. Maybe. I mean, you know, like I said, you know, she might have been drop dead gorgeous in her younger days. You never know. I mean, she's not she's not a youngster anymore. And this is what happens whenever you age. Don't be mad. Don't be hating. Don't be hating on her.
Objections. You need an attorney to do that. You can object for the record. It's fine. Did you attend high school? Yes. Where did you attend high school?
I was told by the lawyer that if I feel that it's not relevant to the case, that I can say that I object and plead the fifth. So I'm pleading the fifth. It's not relevant.
You're pleading the
Mr.
fifth.
Hale is dangerous. I don't need him knowing where I came from.
Ma'am, are you refusing to answer the question?
I
Because you're
plead the
taking
fifth.
you're pleading the fifth when I asked you what high school you went to. Is that correct?
Okay. I went to Mounds View High School.
What city?
Mounds View,
What state?
Minnesota.
Okay. And you said you moved from Minnesota to Iowa?
Yes.
How long did you live in California?
3 years.
Then you moved to Minnesota?
I find this irrelevant to the case, and it's dangerous for him to have this information since he's stalking me.
Ma'am, lower your voice.
But he's not stalking you. He doesn't care about you. They're trying to get some idea of what's going on here. They can ask you anything, and you can say, I refuse to answer that. Because then it just goes to show what kind of crazy that you are. There's lots of crazy coming out here. I'm just saying, there's a lot. You came from your mother. That's right. That's absolutely right.
No, I'm terrified of this man, and you want to give him everything?
Ma'am,
I
there's a question pending. Are you refusing to answer the question?
I plead the fifth.
You plead the fifth to the, just make sure you're pleading the fifth to the question. You moved from California to Minnesota.
Isn't it odd that once LIEnette is under oath, she debunks herself? For example, she stated that she was like Doogie Howser. She was out of high school early, out in college early. She's an electrician. She's a lawyer. She's a firefighter. Oh, man, we're just getting warmed up. We're just getting started. There's hours and hours of so much more funny material.
Oh, my. So much stuff. Oh, my gosh. Well, we have next week. We'll get caught up. We'll get caught up. You guys will see it before I do. I'm just doing a reaction to it. Oh, insane. And I mean, I understand now why Jeremy cut a lot of stuff out of there, because it is sort of irrelevant. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. He has got some serious issues. And I hope that she gets some help for it. I really do. It's bad. Bad. Oh. So tomorrow will be Sunday Spice. And it happens every Sunday that we possibly can do it. Sometimes we skip them if everybody's been busy and not able to make these. But yeah, we do Sunday Spies 8 o'clock every Sunday, and it's a 2-hour show. Sometimes we go a little bit over, but it's usually about a 2 hours. So if you're on the East Coast, the West Coast, if you're in another country, you come by at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern, and it is always a absolute blast. We have the best voices, the best people to come on, and if you enjoy just pure fun and enjoyment, that I mean, I can't articulate how good it is for everybody, because it's not political. I mean, we might say something politically that might be disagreeable, but we don't talk about politics. We read a story, and we have fun. We talk about the most random things, and it's just reading a book. And that it initially started out that we were doing AI written stories, and most of them made no sense whatsoever. But since then, we've had these wonderful people that have been so kind to allow us to read their stories online, books that they've written. Last week we finished out Steve Gosney's book. If you don't know who Steve Gosney is, he's a Florida attorney that sort of got jacked over by a horrible news article that said he was writing smut, and really wasn't. I mean, we were reading the R-rated version, and I guarantee you it was not smut. Guy's got a enormous talent. But these are, we've started moving into reading these stories. They're enjoyable. We have fun with them, and we have fun with our chat. We don't really read the chat whenever we go through those. If you do send super chats, we'll read those at the end of the stream. But I guarantee you, if you come by, you're going to have the most fun you could possibly have, and just to tie up the weekend. Like I said, no politics, none of that bullshit. It's just pure enjoyment. So come by tomorrow night, enjoy our time that we spend, and until then, yeah, then the politics start up on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, it just continues on. Did you finish the last song we were working on with the harmony? I have not finished the last song yet, Heidi. I've been concentrating on that one. It is really difficult to get it all lined up, but I will make sure that it happens. That is going to be a really good one whenever I finished it. Everybody, I'm going to call it a night. I'm heading out to tomorrow. I've got to do some more work on the porch. I'm gutting out my entire porch, putting in new lighting, some sconces, moving the beams on it, getting ready to put in a walkway. It's a lot of damn work. And my body hurts. Every ounce of my body hurts right now. Everybody, have a wonderful night, and I will see you. I'll see you tomorrow night. Everyone, come by. I will see you then. Peace, y'all.
George, psst. Are you ready to show everybody where our new home is?
Before we show you, we want to show you why. Why the Hales would we buy where we bought?
What did you say?
I said, Jeremy, I'm a huge fan.
George is out in the parking lot. Look at that. Am I on the naughty list?
When we don't even drink it. There was one improvement. I actually received this bill 1 day after its due date. Every meeting. And you're gonna bring the police to remove me. I didn't start this war with the neighbors, but I fully intend on winning it.
I can't, sir. I cannot hear you very well. Not at all. I have to hold you up to my ear to hear you. Something is wrong. Can you please check your mic? I do not have perception of time. I don't have perception of dates and times. I do not, and my brain does not work that way.